Coforge was in the eye of the storm at the onset of the pandemic with a high exposure to troubled vertical of travel and transportation. But the superior execution capability has proved the critics wrong, and the company suffered a minor bruise from the pandemic and is looking set to come out of the crisis in flying colors. The markets have also rewarded this performance with the stock at its 52-week high levels, a stupendous rally of 168% from the March lows. Now, in our ideas for profit today, we'll discuss if investors should book the gains, hold on, or buy if they have missed the bus already. Well, Coforge had a rather difficult Q1 FY21, where the full impact of the pandemic and also the troubled transportation and vertical also came to the fore. Now, the company reported about 6.8% sequential decline in the revenue in the constant currency terms. Now, travel and transportation's share in the total revenue has also dropped to just 19.4%, with the airlines at 5.5% from 28% and 13% respectively in the previous quarter. Now, incidentally, excluding the troubled vertical, revenue grew sequentially by 3.2% in Q1 FY21. The management now believes that most of the pain pertaining to the transportation vertical is behind us, and though a recovery is not imminent, further damage is also unlikely. Now, the company nevertheless has created provision worth about 18 crore rupees in the quarter on top of the 12.8 crore rupees created in the previous quarter on account of the delayed payment and non-payment from the highly impacted industries such as travel and transportation. Now, the operating margin too declined by 80 basis points sequentially, but the management seems quite confident to recoup the same very soon. Now, the data point that should lend confidence to investors is the deal win momentum, the robust pipeline and the strong order backlog providing revenue visibility from here on. Now, the company won 3 large deals in Q1, with 1 from BFSI and 2 from travel and transportation. Now, one such deal from the travel vertical was on account of a vendor consolidation. Now, the company added 11 new customers in this quarter as well. Now, the momentum continued with the company winning new deals in recent months. Also, the company expects a sharp rebound in revenue in Q2 FY21 with a sequential growth in constant currency terms of at least 7% and 150 basis points improvement in the operating margin, as some of the discounts given to non-travel transportation clients are rolled back. Now, for FY21, it expects to clock mid-single-digit growth in revenue with little erosion in the margins when you compare it to the previous fiscal year's margin of 17.9%. Now, while the stock's reaction so far has adequately factored in the revival in the business, the restoration of the premium position amongst the mid-tier companies, what the stock price perhaps is not yet baking in is the relative valuation and also the possible delisting. Well, there is little doubt that Coforge stands out in terms of its superior performance in the last few years that we have seen. The relative valuation of Coforge is not yet so expensive given the quality and the consistent performance that it has been showing. The new promoters of the company also have a significant stake of 70.3%. Now, going by its move to delist another peer IT services company, Hexaware, wherein Bering also has a majority stake, this remains a high probability event that could protect the stock's downside going forward from here. So while the existing investors should definitely hold on to their position, new investors should look for any kind of events like gyrations in the global markets or maybe profit booking in the tech sector across markets to quietly build in positions in Coforge.